Let's talk about entering sales orders. A sales order is a document containing a list of items or services your customers want to buy from you. You might think of it as representing an intent to sell. When you post a sales order, none of the accounting information is updated, since you have not actually shipped the items on the sales order. Once you have entered the sales order, you can print a picking slip for the warehouse to mark up and ship along with the products. After you receive a marked up copy of the sales order from the warehouse, invoice the customer for the order based on the items shipped. If not all the items are available, invoice items as they become available, partial shipments. This allows you to track back orders. You can view reports that show the items back ordered for your customers to help you plan future purchases. Peachtree closes sales orders automatically when all items have been shipped, or when you close the sales order before all items are shipped. So a sales order gives you more functionality than a sales quote. A sales order is a good vehicle to use when you have a customer that has ordered a variety of products. Prepare a sales order, that way you can track the products that you have shipped or are preparing to ship to that customer, and you can partially bill that customer as items ship. Now, let's look at entering a sales order. Come here to the Tasks pull-down menu, come to Quotes and Sales Orders, and over to Sales Orders. Let's pull up a customer, Freeman Enterprises. You can see that Peachtree already generated our next available sales order number for us. It also dated it as of today's date. Now, let's talk about a couple things on this screen. If we needed this to ship somewhere else besides Freeman Enterprises' main address, we would want to update that here. If this were a drop shipment, in other words, if our vendor was shipping directly to our customer, then we would mark this box. This way Peachtree knows that these products are not flowing through our inventory. But let's go ahead and ship directly to their main address. If the customer gave us a purchase order number, we'd want to enter that here. And if the customer specified certain ship via rules, we'd want to indicate those here. This drop-down list is from our customer defaults window, covered in another video. Refer to that video if you want to change any of these choices within this drop-down list. Here we can accept the default terms for this customer, or we can specify something else. And finally, we can choose our sales rep here. Now, let's pull in some items. Let's ship 20 birdhouse kits. And let's ship 10 bird feeders. Now, you can see Peachtree calculated our sales tax and gave us a total amount. At this point, we can print this sales order and send it over to the warehouse and an additional copy to the customer. Let's preview this sales order. Let's look at the sales order with totals. And let's magnify this by clicking on it. And here's how to look when it prints. Let's compare this to the other sales order form. Let's choose the second one and click OK. Notice the difference here. Shipped prior and this shipment. If we had already shipped some of these items, Peachtree would have entered an amount here. This shipment is for the warehouse to fill in. This is an excellent form to print and send over to your shipping warehouse. They will fill this in and deliver it back to the accounting department. The accounting department will then update its records and invoice the customer accordingly for the amount shipped.